Fog Wrestling back again with the 10 highest paid women in WWE as of right now in 2023. Now, this does work on salaries. So there is a few people on this list that aren't on it that you may be surprised about. You've got the likes of Trish Stratus, because she's literally just come back for a run. They don't really put these things in. Now, I've had to get these from all different sources, but I've managed to add them up, put them together. We've created a list, and coming in 10th place, we have got Raquel Rodriguez with an annual salary of $695,000. Big arms, the back, the rack, whatever you want to call it. Raquel Rodriguez comes in with a pretty impressive figure. Maybe some people think in more than one way. She almost has breached 700,000, not quite, but you know what? That's a pretty decent salary. You can't really complain with that. If I was making that sort of salary here on YouTube, I'd quit my job. Oh, wait a minute. This is my job. I will never, ever retire. Woo! Never retire, guys. Well, I did retire, but I mean, I'll never retire for day in YouTube. I live or die. Brother, live or die. Up next, we have got 9th place. Maybe considered a wee bit low down. We've got Bianca Belair coming in with a whopping $712,000, man. It's a lot of money. How long will it take to get up this list to get over 1 million? Will we even break 1 million? But yeah, some people may be surprised by this, but hell, these are the stats I've compiled together, and you know, maybe the stat makers are wrong, huh? Up next, we've got Zelina Vega of the LW coming in with a $12,000 increase on Bianca Belair. We've got 724,000. Surprising that she's actually even on this list. I don't know what it is. I think Zelina Vega can look hot, right? But I see this image of her here. I don't think she does. I think her face just looks like there's been that much work and makeup done to it. She looks like a duck on crack, right? And that's what I'm going to say about that. But you know, as for her money situation, I am surprised that she's actually even on this list. But you know, maybe it's t-shirt sales. Moving up though, a whopping $76,000. We have got Asuka with $800,000 on the button, coming in 7th place. I was surprised. I mean, I'm surprised that Asuka's making this much, but there's just no future with Asuka. She's old. She's like 44. Never really rated her. Fear Asuka, and does the wee runabout. It's like, what am I? Is that supposed to excite me? Is that supposed to entertain me? Damn it! No, it doesn't entertain me, man. It really, really doesn't. And 800,000 coming in at 7th place. We're approaching the million mark. We're not quite there. But for Asuka, I think she is the oldest woman on this list. She definitely is the oldest woman. But $800,000, man. Who could really complain at those numbers? Coming in though, in 6th place, we have got the current WWE Women's Tag Champion, the other half, because of course the other half was 10th. We have got Liv Morgan with a whopping $830,000. It's a bit surprising. I know I keep saying that, but I don't really know who I'm expecting to be on this. Well, I kind of expect like the names at the top to be there, but $830,000 for Liv Morgan, I think, is a bit shocking. That she is like the 6th highest paid woman right now in WWE. Maybe these things will change, who knows. Coming up in 5th place, we've got another blonde. We've got the goddess Alexa Bliss with a whopping $850,000. Now, I think some people might get confused. I think like their net worth or whatever. This is literally what they're making on an annual salary. I believe this would include like merchandise. Merchandise, that is the one we're going for. But Bliss is pregnant, literally done nothing in WWE in like the past 2 years, like nothing. If we're being like her last like decent involvement in any sort of capacity was like the Orton and Bray Wyatt feud, but that was what, Mania 37. So I mean that's like 2 and a bit years ago. Bliss, what are you doing there? Getting this wee paycheck while pregnant, man. Definitely you are. Coming in 4th place though, we have got, not quite breaking the 1 million bar, but they are going up 50,000 to 900,000 there. We have got Rhea Ripley, and I just think Rhea Ripley's stock will continue to rise. And for that simple reason is, it will not surprise me this time next year, 4 years, 5 years. She's young enough that she will be definitely one of the highest, if not the highest, because I feel like with Rhea Ripley, there's longevity there. I feel like a lot of the other women are already like heading towards their late 30s, which in the past in wrestling that would have been a call for the end. But now these days, Rhea Ripley can still probably got like I'm not saying like Becky Lynch can't have a match in like 15 years time. Of course she can, but I feel like in terms of Rhea Ripley, she is like the one that stands out in this list that I think will be making the most money later down the line. Up next, we have got Charlotte Flair with $1.2 million. We are finally into the $1 million category, and we have got Charlotte Flair. Some might be surprised that she's only getting this amount. Some might be surprised that she's only third place on the podium. But the thing is with Charlotte Flair, like I talked about Trish Stratus at the start of this video, like she's only doing a run. Charlotte Flair comes back for like 3 months, then disappears for 3 months. Why the fuck should she be making so much more money than the rest of them? And she's not even a draw. She ain't. She wishes she could draw like Becky Lynch. I'm not even saying Becky Lynch is a mega star, man, but compared to Charlotte Flair, she near enough is. In the second place, with an increase of 300,000, we have got Ronda Rousey. $1.5 million. She has a net worth of like $12 million, so for me, this is not really surprising in the slightest to see Ronda Rousey on this list. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised she ain't number one. But then again, at the same time, it's not like she's been pushed as a number one earner in the company at the end of the day. So, yeah, that leaves us with the number one spot with a whopping increase of $1.6 million on top of the 1.5. It's the man. It's the Becky Lynch. It's $3.1 million. Holy guacamole, that's an insane amount of moolah, guys. I mean, she makes more than Charlotte and Rousey combined. Like, that's mad. You wouldn't. How the fuck how did they work that one out? Honestly, but anyway, guys, that's it for this list. It was fun getting this together. What we do, man? We might do, man.